Prasarita Padottanasana. So legs spread, bend down position. So head bend position, Prasarita Padottanasana. Prasarita Padottanasana is again a second level asana which needs definitely a practice of spreading of legs as well as the flexibility in our abdomen region. For this, very importantly, the contraindications are those people who have any injury of ankle, knees, or any surgery of thighs or injuries of thighs or even pelvic and the lumbar, they should not do this. If you have a lot of problems of like slip disc or any vertebral column problem, please don't do this asana. This is a little bit a heavy asana. As we are going ahead, we are learning different heavy asanas. So Prasarita Padottanasana, one who has a migraine or the symptoms of migraine should not do it. Of course, people who have weak sphincters of duodenum or they have a regurgitation of food, it should not be done. As a normal rule, as well as which is very much applied to this asana also, your stomach should be empty while doing this asana, because here we have a forward bending. All those people, including people suffering from the cervical spondylosis who have been prohibited forward bending, they should not do this asana. Needless to say that pregnant women as well as ladies who are in monthly cycle, they should not do this asana. If they want to do it even partially, they should connect with their doctor. So this particular asana is definitely to be done with caution, but again with a normal healthy body, it has lots of advantages. Let's come to the process of this particular asana. So for this, first very important thing, a preparation, that we should have a kind of spreading of legs as much as possible first. Okay, so try to do spreading of legs as much as possible. Come back again spread your legs. Okay, again come back and again spread your legs. This is the preparation to be done. So let's do this asana. So as much as possible spread your legs, as much as possible be stable. Your legs, feet are firm on the ground. You are free to move, and you'll find there is a stretch first of all in your hamstring as well as calf and knee. The second, breathe out, breathe in, take your both the hands up and slowly breathe out. Touch your palm to the ground. Firmly, you are actually on your two legs as well as spread one as well as on palm. Very slowly with the breathe out, try to touch the head to the ground. You can spread your leg little bit in this case, and you can touch as easy as possible. But if you cannot touch it, don't force yourself. Okay, try to touch with the breathe out, and in this condition you can breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe out. Take a deep breath, come back, hold yourself firmly on the ground and lift. Breathe in, come back. and come back to the original position very slowly. So here again, take a deep breath. Let's do it one more time. So take a deep breath. Spread the legs as much as possible. You can, but be sure that it is a balancing asana. It is a combination of balancing and stretching asana. So be sure that you have a firm thighs, hamstring, calf, and then only you should do it. Take a deep breath. Hands up. Slowly breathe out. Touch the palm to the ground. Touch your head to the ground. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Observe the difficulty you have even in breathing. The result of it, you can concentrate yourself on thighs, hips, tummy and head. Slowly breathe in. Come back with breathe in and breathe out. Come back to the original position slowly and be as it is. Particularly this asana, Prasarita Padottanasana, is used for the increasing the strength of hamstring, which is an internal thigh muscle, increasing strength of sartorius muscle, outer one, increasing the strength of calf, ankles, your foot, to bring your foot firmly on the ground. Also, it internally massages all the organs of our trunk. It also reduces a kind of a depression, what you can say, not exactly the whole depression or pathological depression. The depression because of boredom we have sometimes, lots of the meetings we have and pressure. So if you do Prasarita Padottanasana, it will definitely help you to reduce a sort of depression. At the same time, people who are suffering from vertigo or migraine, they should not do this particular asana. It also surges the blood in the brain and gives you a feeling of calmness and coolness afterwards. So after the Prasarita Padottanasana, you should be sitting calmly and do the pranayama. It is also said that people who are suffering from piles, it is one good asana where you get the relaxation, but definitely your legs should be very firm on the ground. One asana which should be done by people who are doing gymnastics or who are doing a long marathon. If they want, their muscles should be strong enough for running long marathon of 21 or 42 kilometers. They can definitely do it every day. That was Prasarita Padottanasana.